I just received 2 old books via the post, which looks quite interesting. And the first one is The Philosophy of Kant, and it's written by John Watson in 1908. It's printed in 1908. So it's well over 100 years old. And John Watson was a professor of moral philosophy in the University of Queen's College, Kingston, Canada. And he was author of An Outline of Philosophy, hedonistic theories, etc. So Mr. John Watson was a professor who wrote many books, I think. And this is certainly one of the earliest commentary books on Immanuel Kant, The Critique of Pure Reason. But it also covers the morality and the critique of judgment as well. But I think the main theme of this book is the critique of pure reason, the famous philosophy book by Kant. And I was reading a little of this book just as I received it. And there was one clause which was really interesting. Yeah. The critique of pure reason is not a criticism of books and systems, but of the faculty of reason in general, insofar as reason seeks for knowledge that is independent of all experience. I have evaded none of its questions on the plea of the imbecility of human reason. In fact, reason is so perfect a unity that if it were, in principle, inadequate to the solution of even a single one of the questions which, by its very nature, it raises, we might at once, with perfect certainty, set it aside as incapable of answering any of the others. For as it is a true organic unity in which the whole exists for the sake of each of the parts, and each part for the sake of the whole, the slightest imperfection, whether it is due to a flaw or to a defect, will inevitably betray itself in news. Yeah, that's quite interesting, I thought. So it is a book about the pure reason, how it works, and its limitation of its capabilities. Right, that's The Philosophy of Kant. And the other book is Myself and Others by Don Locke. Don Locke is kind of very, I don't know, I have another book by him, which is about perception and external world, the knowledge of external world. And I found it very, very well written. So I bought this book as well. But I was trying to find the information about him, but I could not find a lot. I know that he is a professor in somewhere in UK, maybe in Wales, maybe, yeah, but there was not much information about him. Maybe in Newcastle, I'm just guessing. And this is about our knowledge of our own minds. So it's about knowledge of self, which is quite controversial and interesting problem of its own. And it also goes on over, it covers also the other mind's problem as well, other people's mind, and the private language argument. So it looks quite interesting book. And it is printed in 1968 in UK. So it's quite old book actually. That's over about, it's over about 50. Would it be over 50 years? Yes, something like that. Yeah, 50-year-old book, yeah. So, yeah, that's a couple of books that I've got in my collection of philosophy books, which I'm quite looking forward to read. And this philosophy of Kant book is quite good for over 100-year-old book. It's holding very well, the binding and all that, but I find the papers really soft, but it's still very readable. Very good book. Okay, thank you for watching. Be safe and enjoy. Thank you.